power is not something given, it is taken, earned, and wielded by those who refuse to be manipulated. Strength is the foundation of control, and control is the key to dominance. Those who understand this principle will always rise above the weak, for the world does not reward hesitation. The masses are controlled by emotions, swayed by deception, and bound by their own illusions. The Stoic, however, remains unmoved, calculating, and deliberate in every action. He does not allow himself to be consumed by petty emotions. He observes, adapts, and executes his will with unwavering precision. Manipulation is an art that requires mastery over one's own mind before attempting to influence others. The Stoic sees beyond words, beyond facades, into the very nature of people. He understands that most men act based on fear, desire, or pride. To control them, one must know which of these weaknesses to exploit. It is not cruelty, it is survival. The weak cling to illusions of fairness and morality, but the wise know that power shapes morality, not the other way around. Truth is a tool, and its application depends on the wielder. To reveal it or distort it is a matter of strategy, not principle. The strong man does not seek approval. He does not justify his actions to those beneath him. He recognizes that in the grand game of existence, only results matter. Power belongs to those who dare to claim it, who are unshaken by the storms of emotion and the manipulations of the feeble. While others seek comfort, the Stoic seeks dominance. He plays the long game, knowing that patience and perception are the weapons of true mastery. He is always 2 steps ahead, anticipating every move, ensuring that he remains untouchable. The greatest enemy of strength is doubt. Doubt is the tool of the weak, the poison that erodes power from within. To be unbreakable, one must eliminate doubt, eradicate hesitation, and replace them with unwavering conviction. There is no room for regret, no space for second thoughts. The Stoic does not dwell on the past. He does not waste energy on what cannot be changed. He moves forward, always forward, cutting through obstacles with the precision of a blade. He does not beg. He commands. He does not plead. He dictates. Those who fail to understand this truth remain forever in the shadows, subject to the whims of stronger wills. Emotion is the leash that binds men to mediocrity. Anger, fear, sorrow. They are tools to be used, not forces to be controlled by. The weak lash out blindly when provoked, the strong calculate their response. They do not act on impulse but on logic. The Stoic manipulator understands this deeply, using emotion as a means to an end rather than allowing it to dictate his course. He is feared, respected, and above all, obeyed. His words are measured, his silence even more powerful. He never reveals more than necessary, never allows his enemies to glimpse his true intentions. He is the master of perception, shaping reality as he sees fit. Many will never grasp the nature of power. They will waste their lives seeking fairness in a world that does not operate on such childish ideals. The Stoic does not waste time lamenting what should be. He controls what is. He understands that in the end, power is not given. It is taken, and only the strongest have the will to claim it. Those who hesitate, they switch strategies. Those who question, those who seek approval will always be at the mercy of those who do not. True strength is absolute, and those who wield it shape the world to their will. Strength is not given, it is taken, forged in the fires of resistance, tempered by the will to endure. A true master of control understands that emotions are a weakness when left unchecked. The moment you allow another to dictate your feelings, you hand them your power. Do not seek validation in the eyes of the weak, for they will never understand the burden of those destined to lead. The world bends not to those who beg, but to those who command without apology. It is not cruelty to wield power, it is necessity. The masses live in fear of those who refuse to be broken, for they are bound by chains of doubt, while the strong walk freely, unburdened by trivialities. There is no fairness in a world governed by cows. Justice is but a construct of the feeble-minded, a desperate attempt to impose order upon an existence that was never meant to be tamed. If one desires control, one must be willing to seize it without hesitation, without remorse. Mercy is an illusion, a tool wielded by manipulators to lull the knave into complacency. Those who survive are not those who seek peace, but those who impose their will upon reality itself. The strong do not negotiate, they dictate. They do not ask, they take. They do not falter in the face of adversity, they thrive in its wake. Switch strategies. Do not waste your breath justifying yourself to those who will never grasp the weight of your purpose. The opinions of the insignificant should hold no sway over your mind. A lion does not concern itself with the whispers of sheep. Hold your ground. Let your presence command the air around you, and speak only when necessary. Words are a currency. Spend them wisely. Never argue with fools, for they will drag you down to their level and defeat you with experience. Your actions should be your testament, your silence a weapon sharper than any blade. Power is not merely the ability to act, but the knowledge of when to act. A master of control understands that patience is the ally of the dominant. There is strength in waiting, in watching, in striking when the moment is right. The reckless burn bright and fade quickly, while the wise endure, unshaken by the passing of time. Do not be moved by insults nor swayed by praise. Both are fleeting, and neither defines you. What matters is what remains when all else crumbles. Do not seek approval. Seek victory. The weak cling to hope, the strong create certainty. They sculpt their reality with deliberate hands, bending the world to their will. They understand that suffering is not an affliction but a teacher. That pain is not an enemy but an ally. When faced with hardship, do not shrink, expand. When challenged, do not yield, dominate. The fire that threatens to consume you is the same fire that will forge you. Let it burn away doubt, hesitation, and fear, leaving only the unyielding steel of your will. The world belongs to those who refuse to be mastered by it. Rise, take, and make it your own. Strength is not just about physical dominance. It is the unwavering clarity of the mind, the unshakable resilience against manipulation, and the steadfast control over one's own emotions. The weak are easily swayed by words, by deception, by the illusions cast upon them by those who seek control. But the strong, the truly powerful, see through these veils, dismantle the illusions, and stand firm in their truth. Those who manipulate fear exposure, for their greatest weapon is secrecy. Once you see through their games, they will change tactics, twist narratives, and create a web of deception to entangle you. But knowledge is your shield, and awareness is your sword. Every manipulator relies on control. Control over perception, control over emotions, control over the environment. They craft stories, distort realities, and prey on vulnerabilities. They will tell you that you are mistaken, that your memories betray you, that you are imagining things. They will make you question your own sanity, for if they can make you doubt yourself, they have already won. But a mind grounded in reason cannot be swayed by falsehoods. Remember the wisdom of the Stoics: external forces hold no power over you unless you permit them to. Stand firm in your understanding, let logic dictate your thoughts, and refuse to let their lies take root within you. A manipulator's greatest fear is losing control over their target. When their deception is unmasked, they will attempt to reclaim their dominance through character assassination. They will spread rumors, twist truths, and attempt to isolate you from your support system. They will make you appear as the villain while they paint themselves as the victim. But truth, like a river, always finds its course. Those who seek to destroy you with words only expose their own weakness. Words hold no power over those who do not fear them. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If it is not right, Do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Live by these words, and no attack against you will stand. Manipulators thrive on division, for unity is strength. They will whisper doubts into the ears of those closest to you, planting seeds of distrust and suspicion. They will attempt to isolate you, to make you feel alone and defenseless. But solitude is not weakness. It is the training ground of the mind. Seneca said, "Associate with those who will make a better man of you." True allies will not be swayed by lies, and those who abandon you were never meant to stand by your side. Strengthen your bonds with those who remain, and let go of those who falter. A lone wolf is still a wolf, and a lion does not fear the loss of sheep. If all else fails, manipulators will resort to feigned kindness. They will shower you with praise, gifts, and false affection. They will pretend to have changed, to have seen the error of their ways. This is not an act of repentance. It is a desperate attempt to lure you back into their grasp. The moment you lower your guard, the cycle will begin anew. Epictetus warned, when someone acts contrary to your expectations, do not be disturbed. Ask yourself what law of nature has been broken. The kindness of a deceiver is a poison coated in honey. Accept nothing, trust nothing, and let your boundaries remain firm. For those who refuse to submit, manipulators will escalate their aggression. They will lash out in frustration, seeking to break your spirit. They will yell, threaten, and attempt to intimidate you. But anger is a sign of weakness, a lack of control over one's emotions. Seneca taught, the greatest remedy for anger is delay. Do not react, do not engage. Let their fury burn itself out against the wall of your indifference. Power lies not in force, but in control. The one who remains unshaken in the face of hostility is the one who holds true power. When all else fails, they will disappear. Do not mistake this for victory, for they are not gone. They are waiting. Waiting for a moment of weakness, waiting for a chance to reinsert themselves into your life. But you have seen their tactics, you have learned their ways, and you are prepared. A mind fortified by wisdom is a fortress that no manipulator can breach. The Stoics teach us that true strength is not in conquest over others, but in mastery over oneself. To remain unshaken, to remain resolute, to remain sovereign over your own thoughts and actions. That is true power. Do not seek revenge, for revenge is the game of the weak. To engage in their battles is to descend to their level. Instead, rise above. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy. Live well, succeed, and remain beyond their reach." A manipulator's greatest defeat is irrelevance. When they no longer affect your emotions, when their presence is no longer acknowledged, they cease to exist in your reality. That is the final victory. Stay vigilant, stay strong, stay unshaken. The world belongs to those who master themselves.